Spoken language versus written language. Okay, very interesting question too. The thing is, I prefer to be fluent in spoken language than fluent in reading and writing, because I'm here for communication. I'm not here for teaching purposes. At least I won't be teaching Arabic, I won't be teaching Chinese when I don't know about that. I might make some videos about pronunciation, about good romanizations. Yes, I intend to do that. Videos about pronunciation, good romanization. I might make some videos about tones and stuff like that, and just like I do videos about studying methodology and stuff like that. But the thing is, now I wanna learn alphabets. I don't know if I'm gonna learn all the alphabets, but I wanna learn alphabets, but not exactly for writing purposes. It's more like for reading purposes when abroad. So if I have the possibility to visit, let's see, for instance, Thailand, I would like to be able to read the menu. For instance, I would like to be able to read the menu, or other countries. Let's see, Morocco or something like that. I would like to read road signs or the menu. The thing is, I won't make such a fuss about that because for me, reading and writing it's not that important. The important thing is speaking and comprehension, listening and comprehension. So I prefer to be more fluent in one language than being a high beginner and reading and writing properly. So what do I intend to do? I intend to learn most of the alphabets, but not for reading and not for reading and writing, not for that. Just to be able to know the alphabet. See, to be able to know the alphabet. So if I read like a 6 years old child, I won't care about that, since I have the ability to speak that language. So, for instance, now let's talk about what language that I'm studying, and I don't know one single letter. I can talk about some of them. Arabic, for instance, I don't know one single letter. I started learning the alphabet, but then I dropped it because I started studying more languages. Another language that I'm studying it's Hindi. I'm a very beginner in Hindi and Arabic too. Sort of forgot about some of the things that I had learned in Arabic, so I'm a very beginner in both of them. So now I'm focusing on communication. By the time I develop some communication skills, that's where I will begin learning an alphabet. I intend to start studying an alphabet now. I believe it will be Thai alphabet. I will start studying Thai very soon, and so I will be studying the alphabet, Thai alphabet. But to know the alphabet, to know how to read, though it might be badly, to know how to read and to know the alphabet, because it's good when you study a language. It's good to know the alphabet. I was wrong when I said learning language without learning the script, but I wasn't so wrong too. I was wrong, and I was half wrong and half right. The thing is, communication, it's the goal. Communication is the goal. If you go to Thailand, you probably will come across a lot of people who can't read nor write. And if you go to the Arabic countries or whatsoever, to India, you will most probably come across a lot of people who can't read nor write one single letter, and they speak the language because that's their mother tongue. So how are you going to communicate? Are you gonna write? Of course not. You're gonna speak. If you go into a hotel, if you go into a bar, are you gonna write? I want to be in the Hindi script just to say I can write the Hindi script. Of course not. You will be speaking spoken language. Communication is the key. So spoken language, That's what you should focus on. Of course, that learning the alphabet is also important. I don't say that it ain't. Learning the alphabet is also important because it's part of the culture. But let's talk about this now. One language that I started learning very recently, something like less than 1 week ago, it's Mandarin, and I can assure you guys that I ain't gonna study the Mandarin alphabet not so soon. I wanna try to learn simplified Chinese characters. I wanna try to learn them, but I don't care if 5 years from now I still don't know more than 10 or 20 characters, or let's see if I still don't know half of the alphabet. I don't know. Because I don't know exactly how am I gonna do this about reading and writing. The thing is, I would like to learn a simplified Chinese, just like I would like to learn most of the alphabets, just to be able to read signs, menus, stuff like that, and to at the same time to improve my language skills. But I will be, for sure, focusing on communication. I'm studying Arabic and Mandarin with Decimil. So everything is Romanized. So I will stay with Romanizations. I will try to improve pronunciation because of the tones, difficult tones in Mandarin, difficult pronunciation in Arabic. By the time I have dealt with that, then I would, and by the time I'm finished with something that I haven't yet started, which is learning Thai alphabet, I would start learning another alphabet. Let's say, for instance, Hindi. Then I would do slowly, uh, not so much to write, but more to read, and let's see what I can do. But I won't make such a fuss of it. I won't be mad if I can read or write properly. I will be mad if I can speak properly. So that's it. A spoken language is one thing, and written language, that's another stuff. That's another kind of story. So we study with Romanizations, we study with phrase books. There are a lot of dictionaries in Romanization too, and we try to learn that spoken language, especially spoken language. We learn how to speak with a decent accent, with a decent rhythm. We try to improve our pronunciation. We learn formal ways and informal ways of speech. We learn slang. That's a way of learning a language. Then, and only then, and if you want to do it at the same time, focus on. I should advise you guys to. I advise you guys to focus on spoken language. If you have the time, or if you really want to learn the alphabet at the same time, you should do that. But you should also think that speaking is the goal. Speaking is the main goal. If you can't read nor write, that won't be a problem. That won't be such a problem. You can do that later, as I intend to do it later. Now I want to focus on communication, and that's it. Think about this, guys. It's a very interesting question, and that's what I think about this. It's important to study to learn the alphabet because it's part of culture too. It's part of that language culture, of that country's culture. But first of all, we should focus on the main goal here, which is communication. So see you guys then.